Opt-in forms are the best way to invite your users to a research participant panel or community because users are actively opting in to hear about future studies. This audience tends to be highly engaged, making them a great option for building your research panel. All participant opt-in form data is saved to your Research Hub panel for easy access when recruiting. You can also use opt-in forms to collect updated information from existing panelists. In this lesson of building a participant panel, you'll learn how to create opt-in forms and how to determine which questions to ask on your opt-in form. Now we'll go over how to create your opt-in form. You'll want to click Participants on the left-hand sidebar to navigate to your Hub database. In the top right corner, you'll use the Build drop-down button and click Manage Opt-in Forms. From here, you can create, edit, duplicate, and delete opt-in forms. From the Manage Opt-in Forms page, you'll want to click the Create New button. This will prompt a new opt-in form ready for your edits and customizations. We've added some default questions so it's easy to get started, and then you can create as many custom questions as you'd like, but please note that email address is a required field and cannot be made optional. The questions you ask will be mapped to custom fields in your Research Hub database. Here's an opt-in form example to join our user interviews customer feedback panel. And if you haven't yet, be sure to join. And as you're getting to know user interviews, we'd love to hear your feedback on what's working, what could be improved, and what you'd like to see on our product roadmap. Fill out this form to join our feedback panel and shape the future of research recruitment. Next, we'll walk through some best practices when creating your opt-in form. Good opt-in forms are clear in their request and tailored for their audience. You'll want to use branding with your company logo, company colors, and tone to build trust and credibility with your audience. Thinking about the length of your opt-in form, we recommend keeping them brief. Ideally, they shouldn't take more than 3 to 5 minutes for participants to complete. Utilize Skip Logic to customize questions based on previous responses and personalize the survey experience for your participants. You want to choose a name for your opt-in form and be consistent with it. This is to avoid confusion as participants are clicking through your form from social media, posts, or emails. Our next recommendation is to include a short description for participants with any relevant or helpful information, such as what a research panel is, the time commitment that will be expected of them, who their primary point of contact will be, and what benefits they'll experience by joining. Our last tip is to create multiple versions of your opt-in form for different use cases. Be sure to tailor each form to the audience you're using it for, such as different profiles and different questions about their job and industry that they're in, or if you're using it in different channels, like mentioned previously in a social media post, a marketing campaign, or maybe even on LinkedIn. As you're uploading participants to your Hub panel, you'll have the option of creating custom data fields. Email addresses are the only required field. This is a data point we'll use to identify and map unique participants. But at a minimum, we also recommend including fields for first and last names. These are available to you by default in user interviews and allow you to send more personalized emails when inviting your participants to a project. Beyond these foundational fields, you can also create custom fields using the following data points: text, number, a date, or a true or false. The fields you choose to include can be used to filter, segment, and organize your panel, so consider the types of data that will be most helpful to your research team. For example, you might want to include fields that will help you identify high-value users, segment different customer profiles, or identify users paying for different pricing plans or products. If you think that you may need to collect different types of data for different audiences, remember that you can create multiple opt-in forms for different use cases.